YouTube family, what's good? We're back with another video. Yes, another video. That's back-to-back videos in 2 days. And I got 3 reasons why I'm doing this. Number 1, you can't have too much content. Number 2, you can't have too much content. And number 3, you can't have too much content. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So you guys just saw the picture that I showed you. That is what my client wants, something similar, a little bit more textured on top because he does know his hair is a little bit thicker on the top. So I said, all right, let's do, the best we can and let's get right into it. So I am using a number 2 guard on my Babyliss FX clipper right here. Actually, I'm sorry, these are not my clippers. I was borrowing these clippers. If you guys saw the video with the Mohawk, I did say that I had just bought a pair of FX clippers, so I was trying these out from another barber just to see if I liked them. They were okay. I ended up trading this pair of clippers to another barber, but long story short, let's not get off track. These are a pair of clippers that are not mine, but I am gonna do the tutorial using all Babyliss clippers. Pretty much right here, we are just debulking. That's just the first step. We're gonna go ahead and move the hair out of the way. That way we can see what we're working with, and we're working in a clean canvas with nothing in the way. We are gonna create our first initial guideline. We're gonna go midway. He does not get a C cup, no edge on the curve. So we're just gonna make sure that, we go to the peak of where that C cup would have been and make sure that we go all the way, around to the head. You can fade on one side or fade all the way around, whichever one works for you. Just make sure you create it, nice and even, and then go ahead and clean all that up. Or we can leave the cleanup for the very end. Here I am going to come in with no guard with the lever all the way open, and I am going to create my first panel. It's going to be about 1 inch up. And this is pretty much, I like creating just these first 2 panels. This video is going to be fading down, but I do like creating my first 2 panels so that I can make sure that the fade stays very consistent and very even all the way around the head. Here I am going to come in with my number 1 guard all the way open, then I will close it, and we're going to start the process of fading down. You guys have seen multiple times me make a lot of videos of stacking my lines up and fading down. In this particular video, I'm only going to stack 2 lines. I'm going to have the first initial guideline, and then I'm going to have the half guideline, and I'm going to start fading it down from that number 2 that we created at the beginning. So pretty much here, as you guys see, I am just letting it rain, like like I've said in other videos. Just stack your lines up and let it rain. So pretty much that's what we're doing here, step by step. As you guys can see, I did put the step-by-steps at the bottom left corner, so you guys can follow along with it. And just take your time when you're doing this. Stay very consistent. Make sure you're staying very parallel with each line that you are doing. This is a great technique. I've said it multiple times already for new barbers as well as barbers with experience. To me, this is my personal favorite way of fading. I feel like I can stay very consistent. I can stay very on track with what I am doing, so that I hope that I can use this platform to be able to give back to you guys and teach you guys ways that is helpful for me. So I hope you guys are following along with those bottom guidelines, so to speak, at the bottom left. As you guys can see here, what I am doing is just kind of cross-checking before I do this last step right here. So we did fade all the way down from that number 2 all the way down to that half close. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just compress that fade and meet it in the middle. We're gonna use the guard or the clipper with no guard with the lever all the way closed, and then just use each of those notches until we're able to meet that no guard with the lever all the way open that we created above that initial guideline at the beginning of the video. And that's pretty much what this video is going to consist of. That's pretty much, it's just teaching you guys, if you create two lines and then you start fading down, it's very easy to fade down from the number 2 all the way down to skin, rather than using each guard. At the end of this video, I am going to be using a little bit of clipper over comb to be able to match the sides and the crown of the head. So I just hope that that this is teaching you guys, and that these videos are teaching you guys. On the video that I just dropped previously, I did say, it was in Spanish, so I know a lot of you may not speak Spanish, but I did say that I wanted to use this platform to be able to give back to you guys. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. Each step is there. I show it on the camera, even though it's in Spanish, but it's well worth watching. But I did want to use this platform to be able to give back. I am a barber who started in Puerto Rico. I started cutting, in my mom's garage, just like probably 90% of you guys, if not more. I did want to use, like I said, this platform to be able to teach other barbers who are learning off of YouTube, and pretty much just motivate you guys and let you guys know, like, listen, man, it doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter even where you end up. It matters what you do during the process of what you're doing. You know, the impact that you make in people's lives, the impact that people are going to make in your lives, and the impact that this industry can make, you know, to you, and what you're going to impact in the industry. So that's just my personal opinion. So that's just kind of why I do this. You know, I like doing it. I like creating content. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you can't have too much content. So, but let's not get off track. Let's get back into the video. You guys did see that I sped it up here a little bit. We are staying under the crown. We don't want to cut the crown off. That's something that I believe a lot of barbers, not you barbers, but a lot of the barbers tend to do when they're new. They cut the crown off, and then when clients come back, they're saying like, hey man, you know, my cowlick in the back is growing weird. And so let's always make sure that we save that crown. Let's make it a hashtag save that crown, or whatever the case may be, but always save that crown. It makes the haircut look better at the end of the day, and it's the right thing to do. So here we're just speeding everything up, you know, just fading our way down. As you guys can see, that fade on the right side is coming together. It is more of like a compressed high fade. It's gonna look real nice when it's all said and done. So just make sure you stay. But for now, I'm just gonna let you guys sit back, watch the video, and kind of listen to this beat. So as you guys can see, I am just making sure that there are no stubbles around that C cup to make sure that those vertical bars really do stand out. I am using a little bit of 245 darkest brown color enhancement. I'm just going to put them on the vertical bars just so it stands out. You know, it's not something that he requested, but I offered it to him, explained to him what it was. It's always good to educate your clients on, you know, any color enhancement or any add-ons that you are adding. He was comfortable with it, so we went ahead and did it. But yeah, here I'm just going to cut the top. I'm going to stay you know, very even. We're gonna cut about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and you know, we don't have to stay super on point because we are gonna create some texture here in a little bit, but we do want to take some chunks off. It was super long. His hair is really thick, and at the same time it's kind of straight, but at the same time it's curly as well, so you kind of get a little bit of both. But here we're just doing the shear work, making sure that we're staying even with whatever it is that we're cutting. Same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up right here, little by little. As you guys can see, just making sure that we're staying, you know, pretty much just cutting the same thing on each side. Like I said, I am going to be doing clipper over comb here in a little bit. As you guys can see here, you always want to make sure that you're staying on track with what you're cutting, and that you're able to see little by little your work. For a lot of you new barbers, you know, take your time. Don't speed it. Don't speed it up. You know, just make sure that your cuts are coming out with tons of quality, and that, you know, your clients are returning. You know, there's no need to speed it up. The speed comes with time, so just trust yourself. Keep watching these videos. You know, there's multiple barbers out there with a lot of different techniques, so you just got to find which one, you know, best fits you. Hopefully, you know, I do have multiple techniques. So as this one right here, I am combing the hair down in one direction, you know, coming in right here and just adding a little bit of texture. We want to make sure that we aren't closing the shear all the way down, because we are going to take a chunk out of his hair. We want to make sure that that shear is staying slightly open, and we're just using like the very back end. I'm going to show you here in a second what I mean by that, by not closing the shear all the way when we are texturing. So this is what I meant. We don't want to close the shear all the way down. We want to make sure that we keep it open, and we are just using that back end of the shear when we are creating that texture. So here we're just going to apply some heat, you know, just kind of dry his hair, kind of crunch it up a little bit. And then we're going to follow that up with some cold air, kind of seal everything nice together. You know, give it a little bit of form and shape here before we do style it towards the end of the video. As you guys can see, it is coming together real nice. That texture, we haven't even, you know, have added any product, but you guys can see that, you know, it's coming together pretty nice. Still haven't invested in a blow dryer, guys. I promise you, I'm gonna invest into a blow dryer. I gotta step that game up. Here we're just gonna go ahead and speed up a little bit through the beard work. Kind of just wanted to show you guys that it was something that I did do. Always make sure you fade in that beard real nice. Same steps on one side that you do and do it on the other. Clean up around the mustache. Clean up under his neck. We're gonna give that beard some shape too. It was looking scruffy, so we went ahead and made sure that we cleaned them up nice and sharp. I did just record one side because honestly the beard wasn't something that, you know, was the purpose of the video, but I did want to show you guys that I did do it. We added some color enhancement through some alcohol on the blade and then kind of brushed it all together, make sure there's no overspray. And this thing came together, guys. He's laying back, but as you guys can see, that fade looks super nice, super blurry. We're gonna style it here soon and we're gonna show you the final product. Thing looking nice right there. This beat goes hard too, I ain't even gonna lie. Final touches is gonna be that clipper over comb while the hair is nice and dry and it's, you know, and everything is in its place. So we wanna make sure that we stay very vertical. We don't want to take it too far in or too far out. We want to stay very vertical with this, the shape of his head. Make sure that we always bring that comb out towards us. And when we are doing the clipper over comb, let's make sure that we are always using the lever all the way open. It just helps create some of that texture. Here we're gonna add a little bit of texture, kind of, you know, just put it in different spots, just little by little, just a little bit. And then we're gonna crunch it up here in a little bit, kind of give it some shape. We always wanna make sure that we are adding the texturing powder with the hair dry. It's gonna give you the best results. It's really not gonna do nothing with the hair wet. But here we're just gonna start molding it, you know, give it some accents here like I'm doing right here. Kind of just play with it, man. See if you can come up with like a nice style. And, you know, just mold the hair and do whatever you want with it. Give it some nice shape right here. But guys, check this out. Sheesh, that's a video right there. Listen, I hope this video was very informative to you guys. As always, I may repeat myself, but listen, that's a cut right there. I hope that you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, show love. Let me know what you guys want to see next. As always, let me know how you guys fade. I don't know, let's get involved in the comments. Show somebody this video. If you're a new barber, listen, keep grinding, man. You're gonna be right here where I'm at. Sky's the limit. God bless. Much love to you guys, and I appreciate the support. Peace out.